Here we are at the Harry Potter themed train station. Got Harry Potter music. Oh, she's dressed like Harry Potter. Very cute. Very cute. Got your wizards on the wall.
Name all of them, Leo.
All of these aren't actual. Some of these are just made up, okay? Got the Harry Potter music playing. Gryffindor, Ravenclaw, Hufflepuff, and Slytherin. With the Christmas tree. Harry Potter Christmas tree. Huh. It is the most Christmassy area we've been in so far. And here's the Harry Potter Cafe, which I don't think we're gonna be able to get into. I think it's booked out for the day, but got to see it at least. This is kind of cool. Here we are innocently walking down the street and we run into Hotel Chantilly, which looks like a castle and is a love hotel. For those who don't know, love hotels in Japan are, let's put it this way, they're hotels where couples can get together away from everyone else and have a good time. Actually have to stay the night in them. You have short times, you can rent them for an hour and a half, a rest, or a full stay, a full night at the bottom. So you can just, go in there for an hour and a half and do what you need to do. And you leave. So we just ran into this as we were walking. Which is hilarious because I was just telling her that these existed like 5 minutes ago. I'm here walking in Tokyo on our way back to the hotel, and we were told by 2 police officers to go to the other side of the street. There's a sign saying that this side of the street is closed to protect from terrorism. And I'm like, what building is that? And the guy goes, it's an embassy. And I'm like, what country? And he looks at me, goes, America. Like, we both just start dying laughing. That was funny. That was hilarious. Last day in Tokyo for this particular trip. Decided to stop by the Imperial Palace. Sadly, it is Sunday, so the shops and things I'm supposed to have around here are mostly closed. But get a view of these huge walls, and I've seen it a lot. I walked past here one time at nighttime, couldn't really see it. Just wanted to give it another shot, take another look. I've seen pictures of it online. Every person who plays video games that take place in ancient Japan has probably seen some fictional version of this palace, so I just thought it'd be cool. The walls are massive. Into the Imperial Palace. At the palace grounds is a garden and orchard with a lot of different symbolic plants. A lot of this is from a sign we read. A lot of the plants and different, plant life out here was all chosen by the emperor or empress. Really, it just looks like a big park more than anything. I mean, if you look out there, it just looks like you're walking in a huge park. You can't even really tell that you're inside castle walls. I mean, until you look right there. Then it's obvious. Part is apparently the remnants of the keep. They were actually in the process of rebuilding it when they decided that it was no longer necessary because Japan was at peace. So they stopped rebuilding the keep halfway through. And so you just have the foundation here. You just got these big stone structures. Walking up the keep. This keep, when it was fully, before it was destroyed and needed to be remodeled, was the largest keep tower in Japan, apparently. Like I said, now it's sadly only the foundation of the building, but it's still pretty cool. On the biggest part of this is recognizing we're inside of castle walls, and you can't tell because of how big it is. Like, you have the keep right there, but the rest of it, you can't even tell you're inside a castle. This place is so large. A little bit of a bamboo grove here. I believe this is actually asked to, specifically, I think the emperor asked to install this. Hold on. This bamboo grove was put in here to celebrate one of the emperor's 77th birthdays.
So here I have entered the last surviving defense house of the Tokugawa shogunate. They believe this was made around the 17th century. Buildings like this, as well as the towers, used to totally surround the perimeter as places where you could attack enemies from a protected location. And during non-war times, it was actually used as a warehouse or even a place for female servants to sleep.
So apparently where I'm standing right now is where the real life events that inspired the 47 Ronin story took place. A feudal lord was insulted by a master of ceremony here at the palace. He assaulted him. He was killed, ordered to be killed in return. And his 47 samurai came out and got revenge for him. And so apparently right here in this park where I am is the area in which that took place in real life. Pretty cool. Again, walking through history. Got fruit trees. Apparently one of the emperors thought it would be cool for guests to be able to see different varieties of old fruit trees from Japan. Here in the time of year where most of them are mostly dead. So, not the... Got persimmons and some citrus, but can't really, they look just like they ain't got no leaves on them right now. A couple. One of the old towers where you would see soldiers either during peacetime storing weapons, maybe even sleeping there, but during war times, this is a great place to, have your archers being able to shoot enemies from a distance. Particular guardhouse is the oldest one, and it's huge. It's called the 100-man guardhouse from the Edo period, so like 400 years ago. Used to station a bunch of samurai here to protect the castle. Of the palace, sadly we can't get to where the actual emperor lives currently because it's blocked off for security reasons, obviously. Crazy enough, we couldn't even really see it from where we were. I'm wondering maybe we could see it from the other side, but where we're at, couldn't even get a view. So off to the next thing. I think we're gonna go to a robot cafe and then off to some temples. Say bye to the castle, Ashley. The entry gates, I think this will lead to the actual Imperial Palace where the current emperor is. Sadly, we're obviously not going to get anywhere near there. We don't have any kind of pass or anything to get us through. Yeah. So this is the best we got. And now we're going to head out to a cat cafe. Is that where we're going? Yeah. Cat cafe time. So see you later. Cat cafe, which Ashley really wanted to go to. I'm probably about to have a major allergy attack, but
so am I. it's worth it.
Yeah, but it's worth it. So we're going to the cat cafe. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. The elevators in Japan are so small. Like, it barely fits the two of us. They're tiny. Shoes off. You get a pair of cat slippers. If you don't have socks, they have cat socks you can buy for 150 yen. Which, who knows, I might buy a pair as a souvenir anyway. And wash your hands before you get into the cat cafe.
So here we are at a rescue cat cafe here in Tokyo. Ashley picked this cafe in particular because she is a huge animal lover. And after doing a little bit of research, she found out that a lot of the animal cafes in the area are not the kindest to the actual animals. Either when the animals age out, they euthanize them, or stuff like, for example, they have owl cafes in Japan that are very bad for the animals in general, almost to the point of like being torture. So we specifically chose this cafe because they treat their animals very well, and all of these cats are up for adoption.
First experience at one of the crazy Tokyo animal cafes is
It wasn't crazy.
I just meant like different with animals and stuff. Okay, I learned that they're not actually cafes. Okay, at least that one wasn't. There was no food. Cats were cute, very nice. They had a little thing with some drinks in a fridge that you could order, I guess, but it's practically a vending machine. So it's not really a cafe. We were just paying to see the cats, but
It's so cute.
she enjoyed it, so it was fun. Which temple is this? Sensoji Temple. Uh-oh. Oh, this is actually pretty dope. It's huge. No, I've been here. So funnily enough, guys, we walk in here, I was like, oh, this temple is so cool. I walked 2 steps like, oh, I've been here. This is like my second video. I've already been to this temple before. Last time I was here, I was with Ryan and Bryce and a couple of our other friends walking through Tokyo at nighttime. I didn't get the Gyokushin though, because I didn't have my book yet. So I'll be able to get that while I'm out here. Finally getting to see it in the daytime. The place is way more crowded in the daytime. Just packed with people everywhere.
Here we have a statue of a Buddha whose job is specifically to teach those to reach enlightenment after death. I think you pronounce his name Amida Nyorai, but I probably butchered that. And here we have an ancient bronze pagoda, which is here as a example of ancient architecture.
All these shops were closed the last time I was here, but sadly I still don't think I'm going to be able to enjoy them because we are on a major time crunch. So we are already leaving. Just got here and already got to go. So one more cafe and then to the airport. Avatar Robot Cafe. Hi.
Hi, hi, smile.
That's so cool.
Smile.
Hi.
Smile.
The robots talk to you. So cool. Yeah.
I asked.
Cool things here is my server just had to go, so the robot just turned off.
but she was speaking to us through the robot, able to move the arms and change the screen and have a full-on conversation. Now we're eating our food. It was pretty good. And they also have robots that will go across the floor and give you your food. So like they'll serve you, and they're all people who have some form of disability or some reason why they can't, maybe work a normal job. And so they're able to work remotely through these robots, which I think is pretty cool and a really nice thing to do as well. So I like it. And the food's good.
So when we came to this cafe, I was a little worried about taking too many videos of people. Every single robot in this cafe has a real life person behind it, controlling it from home, who has some sort of disability or a handicap, where they may not be able to go out and interact with people normally. So this is a good opportunity for them to go out and interact with people and get a level of self-sufficiency. I do know that since we went here, this cafe got a little bit of bad publicity, saying it was like rude to the people behind the robots. And I can assure you, I talked to them about it. I'm also a teacher who has worked with kids with disabilities similar to what would have them end up with a job such as this. And I can promise you, this is something that I think is a net positive for everybody involved. They were enjoying it, having a great time. They were actually very used to the cameras, and I probably could have recorded a lot more, but I just didn't want to make anyone feel awkward. So definitely come check it out when you have a chance. A quick tip is to get a reservation before you come. We didn't, and we almost weren't seated. This place is not technically reservation only, but it is booked out a lot. And remember to like and subscribe, because while this is the end of our time here in Tokyo, we do return a week later to go out again into the snow, into some wonderful onsens with some snow monkeys, and see all these other crazy and amazing parts of Japan. So please hit the notification bell and see you next time. Peace.